So my dream job is to be a music producer, own my own music production, tailor-made productions, and I would love to partner with Jay-Z's Rock Nation label. So let's talk about my story, my background. Um, Music has always been a big part of my life. My grandfather was a musician that played the trombone with a old soul group back in the 70s. They made albums and everything. He passed away when I was about 6 months old, so I think he passed that music gene to me. And one of the first producers that I discovered was Quincy Jones when I was younger. The Wiz. The Wiz is probably my favorite movie. He was the music supervisor for that movie. So what can I say about that? From start to finish, the music for the Wiz is just an incredible piece that he created, and I think from that point on, that's when I knew I wanted to do that. I wanted to be a composer. I wanted to be a music producer. So probably my teenage years, I've had a struggle with trying to find the confidence in myself because I had family members that thought music was only supposed to be a hobby. But I knew for me in my heart that no, this is going to be the real thing. So even I kind of fell into that whole maybe it is a hobby. So I went to school for criminal justice after I graduated high school, and it just wasn't working out. So I think that was a sign right there that maybe I should follow my dreams, follow my heart, and that's what I did. So I found Full Sail. Full Sail. I went to Full Sail for about a year and a half. Stopped for a minute, and now I'm back in Full Sail. What makes me unique? I think what makes me unique is that I have the love and respect for the history of music. I think that's what's missing today. Even when it comes to producers, I think it's too easy now. I think producers nowadays, there's some producers that don't even think about arrangements. The song is sometimes it's the same. So I think like Quincy Jones, before Quincy Jones, Duke Ellington, or Count Basie, or even after them, Babyface, L.A. Reid, these producers slash songwriters, I feel like I like to call it a sweet spot in music that they all have in common. So which I love. So I think that's what makes me unique. I love and respect their work. I love their work ethic. I just love the history of music. My knowledge and skills, for one, musicianship and musical arrangement. I play the drums and I can also play the piano. I learned how to play the piano by ear, so I have that niche where I could, spot different sounds, or, when it comes to sequencing, I know how to place certain parts in the song where they need to be. And so I really feel that that's a plus for me. Writing, I like for my music to tell a story first, and then the writing part, to me, it fits right in. So that's how I work. As far as my experience, I'm working with an up and coming hip hop artist. His name is Nick Grant. He just recently got signed to Epic Records. and I'm helping him on production and arrangement. And I feel like Nick Grant is the future of hip hop. You know, he brings it back to the roots of hip hop. You know, so when it comes to lyricism, Nick Grant got it. He got it. He's the future. Other projects I'm working on. I'm working on remaking The Wiz, you know, with producers of the film, and I'm the music supervisor and I'm the music producer for the film, and I feel like I'm trying to take the essence from the 1978 film and bring it to, you know, more current time. So I'm working on that. I'm working on Fox to develop a musical adaptation of the novel The Color Purple. Color Purple is one of my favorite movies. The music, once again, Quincy Jones was the head of the music for The Color Purple, so I'm happy to work on that. So I'm real excited. My main goal is to go back and create timeless music. You hear Michael Jackson, Thriller, Whitney Houston, Saving All My Love, Paul McCartney, you know, you name these artists from years ago, and you listen to their records now and they still hit home, you know, you still love those records. So I feel like nowadays they're good records. You can always have a record, you know, but to have a great song is hard to come by. So I feel like I want to bring that back, you know. So that's my main goal. Basically, I want to break the rules in the music industry. I want to break the new rules in the music industry, and you know, create a better ground for producers, songwriters, and artists. And you know, from that, expand from the music industry to film and television. I see how Empire is doing on Fox, and how it helped other actors who want to be in the music industry, help them get record deals. So I feel like I can do that too. So that's one of my goals as well. Something that I want people to remember is to always challenge yourself. Always challenge the system that you're in. I found that coming into this industry, a lot of executives at these record labels, they don't want to put any money into developing new artists. The artist usually gets their buzz off of social media now, which is a lot more easier than it was back then. So a lot of these artists, they get their buzz off social media, record labels find them, but the artist has to, you know, they come up with a hit, but the record label, they want to own it. They want to basically own that piece of art that the artist, you know, worked so hard for. And I want to change that. I challenge that. You know, you know it. I'm more of an album person. I rather put money into an album. I rather have the artists develop their sound first, you know, and work on an album. I'm not really invested into a single. Like I said, it's all about creating timeless music. And in order to create timeless music, you have to, you know, develop an artist. You look at Michael Jackson, he was developed. Whitney Houston developed. The Beatles developed. David Bowie, you know, all these great artists that, you know, that contribute into the music industry that are now legends. That's what happened with them. So that's something that I want people to remember. Always challenge yourself. Always challenge the system.